Hi, this is the cooking video for number 3. This is simmering. This is for activity 4.06. Again, my face cannot be shown very well unless I bend down because my camera's in a fixed position. I'm so sorry. I will continue saying that because I feel a little bit guilty. But besides that, simmering is generally when you bring something up to a boil and then slowly turn down the heat just a bit until it is right below a boiling point. Simmering basically just is almost boiling, but just putting it on the edge of where it should be for boiling, but a bit lower. So if you're boiling at a medium temperature, then you would want to put it down like 1 notch, 2 notches, and then it would be at a simmer. Generally, for simmering things, you often make sauces due to simmering. For simmering, you will put your ingredients into your pan. Generally, it will be wet ingredients, but sometimes you want to fry some of your ingredients beforehand. Put those ingredients in there. Sometimes when you do simmer, put in that wine, water, broth, whatever you want to simmer. Make sure it has a consistent simmer around it, and you have to keep it up at that boiling point before slowly turning it down, making sure it stays at that simmer. Generally, what you want to do for simmering is just leave it alone most times. Some days you want to, with some situations you do want to stir it around, depending on if things may stick to the bottom. Like if you may be simmering a type of like rice that may be prepackaged rice. That is something I've seen quite often where you need to simmer that rice. However, it can stick to the bottom, so you want to stir it around, make sure that it's consistent. So you stir it around like that, make sure that it doesn't stick to the bottom, and overall you should get a nice simmer with a good outcome. You can use port wine types of broth. It just depends on what you are trying to simmer. A lot of the time, you can simmer things before stewing them, which would create a gravy-like consistency within your stew, and that is a great option for stews. For plating the substances that you do simmer, generally you want a spoon, not a slotted spoon that I have here, but a spoon nonetheless. Overall, simmering is a good way to make a sauce or just general thing that you may want to put over your food or in your food that may be a soup. It is a good idea to have your infused vegetables and stuff like that with your simmering. That should be it for the simmering.